Uh, where am I?
Oh, look. The gremlin's awake. Did you really think you could sneak away from Torkos and not be found?
No. Why? Why did you bring me back here?
You really thought you'd get away from this life. You're one of the candidates to be betrothed to Amadeus. He's the heir apparent. You and him together would bring so much power and recognition to Torkos.
I don't want that. I want to be free. I want to go back to Liberios and go back to my chaotic life. I want to go back to talking about holes.
What did you say?
Please, you're just a half-baked idol and a failure as a mafia boss. You'll never amount to anything without a mate.
You have no idea of what I've accomplished. Why? Why do I have to be with him? Why won't the people of Torkos let me go? He doesn't love me. He doesn't even care about me. He gives me the silent treatment when he doesn't get his way, and he won't let me be myself. He just wants me to be his obedient doll. I don't want this. I just want to be me.
Senpais?
Oh great, we made it in time, just as we always do.
Ball? Lauren? What are you two doing here?
It got way too quiet all of a sudden in Liberius. We knew something was wrong. We actually missed your loud voice.
Hey! How can you say that?
We're your friends, and some of us are fellow bosses. We help each other, always. Remember that.
Hey, I'm here too. By the way, we're in. No hurry! Let's get out of here!
You all came for me?
Really now? Did you think it would be that easy? Did you think I would just let my mate escape back to join the filth in Liberios? How pathetic.
Asmodeus. How dare you talk about my home like that?
Did you think you could escape me, my beautiful flame? Foolish woman, you are bound to me. You need me.
Get away from me! I don't want this!
But you belong to me.
I don't belong to anyone, you monster!
What have you done, you wretch? How can I even be seen with you in this state?
Torkos is no longer my home. My home is in Liberios with my friends. I am not letting anyone take that from me. And I will not be seen with you. Ever.
Delta, the thing. Yeah. Whoops!
Now remember, let's lay off the whole jokes. Spice is still recovering.
Wow, that was a whole experience.
Delta, please.
Spice, you look different. What happened?
I had to make sure with the sudden haircut and all, I still looked okay. And you know, I thought it was time for a change anyway. I was serious when I said Torkos is no longer my home. Liberios is. I left my old self in Torkos, and I'm ready to share my true self with Liberios.
Are you okay? That was a lot to go through.
I'm better, thanks to all of you. Thank you for coming to my rescue, and not being smug about it. Don't let anyone know I had to be the damsel in distress, okay? Ruins my image.
You got it, senpais. So, about the whole of the day.
Delta!
Whole of the day? You all did save me and all, so I guess you earned that. But maybe I kind of like that. It's good to be home. Oh, hello everyone. Hello. Hi. Oh my god, it froze for a second. Am I still here? Am I still here? Oh no! Why is there still that should not be on? God damn it! I was trying to be serious. Why is I turned alerts off. I turned them off. I don't know why they're still on. Don't know why they're still on. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Anyway, they're muted. I hear them. I will still hear them. Anyway, I turned off alerts. Oh my gosh. Thief, thank you for the resub. Be serious turned into hyper-realistic spice, not that serious. Thank you for the follow. Serious, we don't do that here. Listen! This is a serious, kind of serious stream, okay? This is not the norm, okay? Okay. How's everything going today? Hello, everybody on YouTube as well, and Twitch. Hello, hi. I'm gonna talk about this thing that's happening. Spice the Maiden? That's new. What? I'm not a maiden. What do you mean? What do you mean? Anyway, alerts are off. Redeems are off as well, except for basic ones like, you know, hydration. And Lauren, shut up! No holes today. 0 mentions to the hole. Only hole today is the lore hole. Yes, we are going to get into that. We are going to talk about that. Yeah. So, if people have questions as I go, I do believe, no, I put it in there. I dropped a link in Twitch chat as well as YouTube. If you have questions, you can ask. However, I can't answer anything that's like agency, like private information. But I have a Google Doc script for myself to answer questions that would probably come up, and I'm cool to give these answers that I'm giving. I had the agency look over it beforehand. So yeah, the only hole is the hole in my heart. Aw, if you have a question, raise your hand. I mean, you could raise your hands. I mean, you could. I'm not dying, okay, everybody? First of all, let's clarify. Let's clarify. I am not going anywhere. I'm not dying, okay? I'm not graduating. I had to make that disclaimer. I'm still here, okay? I'm still here. I'm not graduating. So we're gonna go through what I got for you today. Like I said, this is not a normal stream. Normally we're very, you know, chaotic, silly, all that jazz. But today we're gonna be a little more serious. All right, so yes. So if you have not seen the Twitter announcement, OshiLink is going on an indefinite hiatus. So I will read the announcement if you haven't seen it, but it is on Twitter. If you go to OshiLink TV to their Twitter, it is there. I'm gonna read what I got. Okay. So, this was written by the agency, of course, not me. So, we would like to thank our community for their incredible support since our inception. OshiLink will be going on an indefinite hiatus officially on March 31st, 2025. So that is at the end of the month. We started OshiLink with the intention of allowing our talents to retain as much of their own success as possible, while providing an easier entry into the VTuber space. However, we have found that the agency is unable to further sustainably support the full needs of our talents in the long term. With that in mind, OshiLink will be put on indefinite hiatus as we explore a more sustainable way to achieve our original goals. So what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm going to tell you what that means. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Oh no. What do you mean? Oh no. Oh no, what? Spice lives. Yes, I do live. I'm still alive. Back to business. Okay, so let me finish this. All right, so for the talents, why does it look like Spice wrote it? I did not write this. All model intellectual property of VTuber group Celanis will be released to the talents at no cost. So that means the members of the Celanis gen, which would have been Lauren Radios, Rena Estera, Audica Sevens, Lark Delta, and Ball, Arland, all of them, they get to keep their models and their IP at no cost. So that's awesome. Talents in VTuber group Comets will be returning to independent status with the persona that they brought into OshiLink. OshiLink talents will continue their activities on their current personas as an independent creator after their departure from OshiLink. I am a member of Comets. So Comets would have consisted of Tatsuhiko Hiroki, Eris Lefair, and myself. We had our IPs when we joined the agency because we were adopted into the agency. So we were adopted talents. And we get to keep our stuff. So no big thing there for us. We are ourselves going in, we are ourselves leaving. So there is that. Merchandise. The merchandise store will be closed. However, all unfulfilled orders will continue to be processed and shipped. So if you ordered anything from the OshiLink merch store, it will be fulfilled if it wasn't fulfilled yet. So if you had an order and it just wasn't processed yet, they will still be fulfilling orders. We sincerely appreciate all the effort from our talents and the support from the community. We understand the frustration that this announcement may bring, and we sincerely apologize to everyone for the inconvenience caused. While this chapter is coming to a close, we remain hopeful that OshiLink can return in the future with a stronger foundation. So there you go. That's the announcement. So long story short, yes, OshiLink is going on an indefinite hiatus. Because of that, they have given all the members of Celanis in our group, they gave them their IPs. Everyone will be continuing on as indie VTubers, so we just won't be in a group anymore. We're just going back to indie if we were indie, or going into the world of indie for the first time. So look how few showed out. Here she comes. I'm sad. Aww. Does this mean you're going back to Foster's home? No. What? I'm not going back to Foster's home for imaginary friends. I'm sorry this is happening, but this seems to be happening more often, which is troubling. Yeah, so, like I said, I have a Google Doc. I'm going to get into it a little bit. I can talk about my experience with the agency. I can't really speak for the other talents. They will say their piece when they're saying their piece. By the way, Rena, she will be live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on her channel. So if you would like to hear from Rena, you can watch Rena on YouTube. Rena Estera is her handle on YouTube. So if you would like to watch Rena's take, you can. Hiroki streamed hers last night. She was the first one to stream an announcement. Audica streamed hers this morning. I believe both of them should still have their VODs on their channels, so you can still go to their YouTube channels and watch the VODs to get their take on things. Lauren is doing a stream next week, so Lauren will probably talk about his view next week when he does his stream. Lauren can correct me if I'm wrong. I saw him in chat, so. But Lauren will talk about that when he does. And then I don't know about Ball or Eris, because they didn't really say anything. The other thing as well is everybody has different like departure dates from the agency. So some people were just like, all right, we're just leaving when it is announced, and others are hanging on. I'll get into that. I don't have everybody's dates though, so I can't tell you specific dates. People are like having a last stream with the agency. Spice is graduating. I'm not graduating. I always thought OshiLink would be there for me. Yeah, thanks. I'm not graduating though, okay? I'm not graduating. I'm still here. Still here. Okay, so let me go ahead and jump into my little script here. Hello, welcome in. Yes, everybody, welcome in. Hello. If you follow, thank you for the follows in advance. Alerts are off. I can still hear them though, so if you like try to do things, I'm gonna hear it. But you won't hear them. You will not hear them. Also, I took like my my throne goal is not on here, which I normally have. I have like sub goal and stuff. I took it down. It's not, I mean, it exists. It's not on the stream because that's not the focus of the stream. The focus of the stream is what's happening. She's not graduating. She's getting laid off. I guess sort of, kind of, yeah, maybe. kind of, I guess, kind of. All right. Should we touch the throne? I swear to God. Listen, we're not here for the throne. I'm here to talk about the announcement. Okay, anyway. So, all right, here we go. I made up a sheet of questions that I had. If you have questions, okay? I mean, I had a Google form, but if you drop it in chat, I will try to answer the question. However, I will not answer the question if I can't answer it. Like if I don't have an answer or if it's something agency like private, I can't answer it. Because I did sign a contract. So, yeah. That's still have to respect that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. Touch the throne to help Spice be less sad. Aw. Thanks. I'll drop the Google form for questions in a little bit if anyone has questions. But I think I should be able to answer most of your questions if anybody has questions. Will you get back with your mate again? No. Okay, Asmodeus is a jerk. That was the whole point. That's why I left. Will you still be in contact with your OshiLink members? Yes, definitely. Okay, so let me go ahead and jump into this doc here. Okay. All right. So, okay. I'm gonna read this because I had this written, but yeah. Okay. Here we go. Hello, everyone. You're probably here because you saw the dreaded black text on white background from OshiLink. I'm going to talk about it, and we'll answer what I can with respect to contracts and privacy agency information. Alerts are turned off, and I will catch up on chat after I say what I'm going to say. So, yeah, if you have questions, just drop them. I can answer them. It's fine. Like I said, if it's something related to the agency that's very, like, private or I can't talk about, I won't talk about it. But what the answers I do have in the doc, I showed this to Ponsan before I was going to stream, so he knew what I was talking about. So, I got the clear for that. So whatever I'm talking about, I'm cool to talk about. All right. So first, I do want to shout out my agency mates, Rena, Ball, Delta, Audica, Eris, Hiroki, and Lauren. I am so proud of all of them. They're all amazing. Like, some of them, it was their first time coming into the streaming space or VTubing. They all done an amazing job. I love them all so much. Gag. But I'm so proud of all of them. And I'm so proud of seeing like how far they've all come as well. Like, they're all really awesome people. They're really awesome streamers. You should make sure to follow every single one of them. They're all Rena, Ball, Delta, Audica, and Lauren are on YouTube. So, you can look them all up on YouTube. So Rena is Rena Estera, Ball is Ball Arland, Delta is Lark Delta, Audica is Audica Sevens, and Lauren is Lauren Radios. He's in the YouTube chat right now. Go follow him now or else. Aw, shut up, Lauren. Yeah, so please go follow all of them. They're great. And then Eris LaFair, she is on Twitch. And Hiroki is also on Twitch, but Hiroki does also stream on YouTube. So you could hit either of them up. Hold on. I'm going to shout out Eris and Hiroki in... Unless she changed... Hold on. Let me double check that is Hiroki's. I might be lying. I swore she changed it back. So Hiroki changed her handle, okay? She changed it back to what it was. So I want to make sure. I don't know if that's her. It may not be. And I'm like, oops, wrong channel. Nope, that's right. Okay, cool. Yep. So there you go. Eris and Hiroki, I have I shouted both of them out. There you go. Cool. All right. So, yeah, they're all awesome. Please go follow all of them. They're great. We'll keep fighting for your justice, Lauren. Okay. So, let's keep going here. All right. So, for those of you who may not know, I was the first member of OshiLink. Shocking. I know, right? Yes. Oh my gosh. I was the first member. Isn't that wild? I'm Wild Spice. Hey. I was the first member of OshiLink. Old, thank you. Yes. So I debuted with OshiLink a year ago today, actually. A year ago today, I did my re-debut stream with OshiLink. It's wild. It was a year ago today. Isn't that crazy? Time flies. It's been a year. The first brain rot. Yeah, a year ago today, everybody. A year ago today, I debuted with OshiLink. That's wild, right? It's crazy. I was with an agency for a year, y'all. Well, I'll get to that. So I was the first member. Hag, thank you, everybody. I was the first member of OshiLink. And they're a VTuber agency based in Singapore. Please tell me everyone is staying as indies and as yes. So everyone, okay, short disclaimer. Everybody's going indie. Everyone's going indie. Everybody is staying friends or can collab with each other. So there you go. That, hopefully that makes y'all feel better. We're not dying, hopefully. Okay. So yeah, I was the first talent to join OshiLink. I was the first to debut. Actually, I may not have technically been the first to join, but I was the first to debut. Okay, anyway, I digress. We had 8 talents. So as I mentioned, we had 8 talents in our agency. So we were made up of Comets, which was adopted VTubers, which would have been Hiroki, Eris, and myself. And then we had Gen 1, which was Celanis, which was Lauren, Rena, Delta, Audica, Ball. So yeah, there were 8 of us. 3 of us were adopted, established VTubers, and then the other 3 were brand new characters. Yeah. Time flies, like I said, it was today, a year ago. Fun fact, it's also Quint the Shark's birthday today. But yeah, I debuted with OshiLink a year ago today. I originally came across OshiLink in my Twitter feed when they opened auditions last summer, actually. They came across my feed and I was like, I wanted to try out for a agency. Wait, 8? Yes, there were 8. So myself, Eris, and Hiroki were Comets. That was 3. And then there were 5 in Celanis, which would have been Ball, Lauren, Delta, Rena, and Audica. So yeah, we had 8 talents. You made me have to count again. But yes, we had 8. But yeah, they had come up in my feed. I had applied to some other agencies as well. Some of those agencies don't exist anymore. But I applied to some agencies. I applied to OshiLink, and OshiLink was the one that I got the farthest in because I got in the agency. So months later, I joined and debuted as the first talent. I also hosted the debut for Celanis. So I've been with Celanis kind of since the beginning when they all debuted. So, kind of been there, the cheerleader, you know. They call me senpais. But yeah, I was there for I hosted their debuts, and then we talked afterwards. And I've gotten to collab with them at least twice. I love all of them. They're great. Yeah, what an experience, right? So the first question a lot of people have when something like this happens, especially with like a VTuber agency, is, did you know? Were you blindsided? Which is a great question. No. So, no. We were not blindsided. We were told this was happening and when the announcement was going to be made. So, we kind of talked with Pan-san and staff to figure out when we were announcing that this was happening. Yeah, 8. Thank you. There are 8 talents. If you take anything away from today's stream, we had 8 talents. No. Do VTuber companies not know how to manage? Because this is what this is leading to. I can talk about, like I said, I can talk about my experience a little bit. I will in a little bit, but let me get through this stuff. Yes, so today, if you learned anything, we had 8 talents. So, no, we were told this was happening and when the announcement was going to be made. However, it was a decision that was decided on after discussions with Pan-san, management, and fellow talents. Originally, the timeline was going to be sooner that the announcement was going to be made, but we wanted time to process and prepare for the announcement to go out. So originally, once the decision was made, there was going to be an announcement, but we're like, you know what? No, can we get time to process this? And so this is why it got announced yesterday. So the agency isn't able to support us in the way they were aiming to. The main issue is finances, because for everybody, money is a great thing right now. So main issue is finances, which is something that isn't new for new businesses. That's something that new businesses always struggle with. Alternate options were discussed, and the options were either to go on hiatus, and we would receive reduced support. So essentially, like, the agency would go on hiatus, kind of, but they would back away from activity a little bit and then, like, still provide some support, but not as much support. But we could still be part of the agency or just close down completely. And then Pan-san and the talents went back and forth, and it was decided the best option was to have the agency go on hiatus, regroup, and allow us all to return to being indie. So there's that part of it. Not to trauma dump or vent, but I really need to get this off my chest. It's been on my mind for a while, and it's bugging me, so here I go. You're cute. No, you! Stop! Thanks. Yeah, I heard OshiLink was not exactly great to be in for some people. Yeah, like I said, I'll talk about my experience at OshiLink, but I've been hearing the experiences from my gen mates, and I feel bad, to be honest. I feel bad because I didn't know, and that's something I'm gonna get into. I feel bad that they had that experience. I'll get into that though in a little bit. Does a hiatus ever end? I see a lot of indefinite. I don't know. That's a great question. Who knows? Why go on hiatus and just not dissolve? I think because I feel like just from this, I feel like it's more like they still want to do it. It's just they have to regroup and figure out how can I realistically do this and actually do what it is I'm trying to do for people. Because Pan-san started OshiLink to help VTubers who couldn't necessarily break out into VTubing or things like that, or didn't have the finances to do certain things, to help them be able to get into the space and do things. So I think that's the main goal, is like to try to figure out, can I realistically make this work? And like, let me regroup, see if there's another way I can approach this. Yeah. So there's that. But I can't speak for Pan-san. That's my observation, or in my opinion, that's what that is. But I am not Pan-san. Pan-san could elaborate if Pan-san would like to elaborate on why he did a hiatus instead of this. But I'm gonna keep going here. What's a non-hiatus even better? What's a schedule? Soul searching? Yes, we're soul searching. Exactly. What would happen if OshiLink did come out from hiatus? Will they try to get back with the X-Talents? That is a good question, and I don't have the answer to that question. I don't know. That is something I thought about, but the other issue with that is do the talents want to return if it was the option to return? That would be the other thing that comes into that factor. Hi, Aura. Yeah, we're still talking about the announcement. So long story short, if you're just showing up, OshiLink is going on an indefinite hiatus. All of the talents are being indie VTubers again, so we're all going to be indie VTubers. And Celanis gets to keep all their IP, which is awesome. So they get to keep all their characters and everything. And then the rest, those of us that were adopted into the agency, we just go back to being indies. Like, we didn't lose anything because we had our stuff when we came in. We get to leave with our stuff. So, yeah. So, next one I had here. Did you think this was going to happen? Not necessarily. So I'm a supporter of startups. I always like helping or like getting involved in things that are like a startup. So I knew it was a possibility joining as the first talent in a VTuber agency that was brand new and we didn't know anything about. It's a risk you take. And if you are a VTuber out there looking to join an agency, just make sure you're aware this is a risk you're taking as well. I'm not saying it's a bad risk, but just know it's still a risk whenever if you're joining something new like that. It's different. Yeah. So just something to keep in mind. I took a shot. I took a risk, you know, and this is what happened. And it does happen sometimes. Sometimes you just keep going and it's like, woo, upward trend. But then other times it doesn't happen. So that's something to consider if you are somebody looking to join a VTuber agency, it's a risk. Especially if it's brand new, you're going to have a risk. So it's like, do you want to take the risk or do you not want to take the risk? That's really up to you. But then I feel like at times you do take risks because you won't learn things if you don't take risks, if that makes sense. Were there problems you think that led to this? All right, everybody. Well, first of all, I know everybody's usually looking for tea when an agency closes or talents graduate. I personally don't have any tea, okay? Sorry. There's no tea. I didn't have this is mainly my experience, okay? My experience, okay? Everyone I dealt with at OshiLink was awesome. Shout out to Hallowed, my manager. Hallowed was amazing, and I am sad to lose him as my manager. Hallowed helped me get into the habit of reaching out to conventions to be a guest. By the way, if you want to see any of us at an event, mention us for guests, please. But Hallowed helped me reach out to conventions. Also, I could reach out to Hallowed and be like, hey, I'm interested in guesting at this convention. Can you reach out? And he would reach out for me and help with like the communication and stuff like that. So I'm hoping I can still guest at cons. And yeah. So as for me being part of OshiLink, I was able to release several song covers. So that was a plus. I was able to release those. However, I had to handle the art for 2 of them. Yeah, for 2 of them, I had to get the art commissioned, but they handled getting the actual MV made and then the mixing for the songs and stuff like that. But I had to handle like part of the process, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like a split for some of it. The night running cover they completely handled for me. I did the I just had to record my singing. Ponson actually did the art for the night running cover. So if you look at that art, Ponson actually did that. Ponson does some pretty cool art. And then, like, I was able to get some things commissioned through the agency, but then there were some things I still had to take care of on my end, which to me wasn't a big deal. But if you're somebody who needs more management, I guess, or not needs more management, but you need more things, like, helped. Mint, thank you for the raid. I have alerts off, but thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Hello. How are you doing, my dear? I hope you're good. Would I like some English breakfast through Yorkshire? All the tea! No, tea is good. Tea is good. Yes. Let me give you a shout out real quick. If you don't know who I am Wild Spice. I am your demon idol. Soon to be formerly of OshiLink. OshiLink is bouncing. Well, not bouncing. OshiLink is going on hiatus, indefinite hiatus. So, yeah, I'm just talking about what happened. Hello, Spice. No worries. I saw you were going over the announcement. Good luck with everything for you and your crew. Thank you, Min. I hope to see you soon. Oh, I'll see you soon, right? Yes. ZenkaiCon, yes. I'll see you. Yes, yes. Yay. Ayo. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. So, there's that. Yeah. Yeah, Zenkai, I'm freaking out with you. Yes, let's go. Okay. All right, cool. So like I was saying, I was able to, there were some things the agency handled for me, and then others I kind of handled, or I had, like, it kind of was like a teamwork makes the dream work, if that makes sense, experience with that. Oh, the lore video that you just watched, they handled the lore video for me as well. So, like, yeah. However, like I said, there are other people that I've heard did not have the same experience. So like I said, I feel bad about that. That would be my piece of advice for any agency. Make sure everybody is getting the same, like, level of support, or make sure you can provide everybody the same level of support. If you can't, things can fall apart, or it can come off a certain way if you are you're not able to give everybody the same level of support. So yeah, does that make sense? Does that make sense, y'all? By the way, I'm not a drama person. I don't like drama. I don't. So like I said, I'm not, like, spilling tea or anything. I'm just talking from my experience. But like I said, I feel bad for the others, and I really hope that they keep doing what they're doing, and they keep being amazing, because they're all amazing and are talented, and I hope everybody checks them all out, because they're awesome. Perfect sense. Thank you. I was like, do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so I had started to ask about ideas. Hi, Elf Cake. How you doing? I started to ask about ideas for our 1 year anniversary, because, like I said, today was exactly a year since I debuted with OshiLink. So today would have been the 1 year anniversary. It kind of makes sense, especially since this makes New Corps even more sus to join. Ah, I got you. Yeah, like I said, that's the thing too. All agencies are different. So just because things happen for one agency doesn't mean it's going to be like that for every single agency. So just make sure if you're joining an agency, you do your research and you understand what you're getting into and all of that stuff. That's my main advice about it. Everybody at OshiLink, though, was nice. Nobody was mean, so everybody was great. Like, I didn't have any issues with anybody. So let me see. Yeah, I started to ask about ideas for our 1 year anniversary, and I didn't really get much in the way of a response, if there were any plans. I asked a couple times, actually. I was like, do we have any plans for the 1 year? Are we doing anything for that? Yeah, what's happening? And I didn't really get any answer. I was just asked for ideas on, oh, well, what do you think we can do for the 1 year? I wanted to try and do something big because I thought that would be good for the agency. Like, I was like, could we do a concert maybe? Because, like, I pitched a concert before, but it kind of fell through because time zones and trying to coordinate people. Ooh, an announcement. Yes. OshiLink is going on hiatus. Indefinite hiatus. I will be returning to being an indie VTuber. So that couldn't happen though. We could not have an agency-wide collab. I'll get into that a little bit later. A merch drop of some kind. Something. Being Thanos Snap for anniversary is wild. Something like that. Like, I dropped some ideas, but they were shot down. That was when I started having a feeling something was happening. I was being a little too optimistic. So I'm an optimistic person. I try to look on the bright side of life. I try to be like upbeat and positive and good vibes and all that. You know, if I'm in other streamers' streams, I'm very like I'm very cheerleader-ish. That's mainly what I was trying to do. That's how I always been. But then unfortunately, oh, so they already knew. They probably I can't talk for the agency. Is the stream lag? Twitch, is the stream lagging for you or the audio or anything? Because YouTube is asking if the stream is lagging. Wild things happening on your anniversary, huh? Blink if y'all are alive. Great, you're not blinking. I'm concerned. A bit? Is it me or the audio lagging? Audio! Okay. That's weird. Hold on. How is this now? Does this help at all? I don't know why it's lagging. Buffering? My signal is crap. I'm sorry. Lauren, what's that face for? 1. Thank you. Is that any better? Why are you staring at me? Yes, I think. Okay. Let me know if this sounds any better. I was listening to myself. Oh, Lauren, it seems fine. Okay. Blame Jesse. All right. Well, no, I was listening to myself. I'm only using audio on Twitch because it lags so much. Oh, no! I'm sorry! I even turned my stream quality. I even turned the output down. It's probably because I'm dual streaming. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Doing my best here. Okay, back to this. Back to this! All right, so... the main thing I feel that hurt us, in my opinion, was communication. I had been giving feedback about getting monthly updates on how the company was doing, etc., and that was never implemented. So we had no idea where we were at until the discussions about how to move forward came up. Also, if feedback is provided, take the feedback and implement it if it makes sense. You can't grow if you aren't receptive to feedback. That's general advice to everyone, by the way. So there is that. Yeah. So I gave feedback about keeping us in the loop, like monthly, like, hey, how's things doing? But that never was implemented. I need to get rid of the command about the shop because the merch store is closed. But yeah, I'd given feedback. Just for anybody in general, just in life, it's always good. Be open to feedback. You have to be open to feedback. If you're not open to feedback, you can't be your best self. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, y'all? Yeah. I hope that makes sense. I hope it does. I'm sorry. I hope it makes sense. Okay. All right. So you're still going to be operating as Wild Spice? Yes. Yes. I'm still Wild Spice. Okay. All right. Is OshiLink closing down or just going on hiatus? So, OshiLink is going on an indefinite hiatus. They need to reevaluate and see if there are other ways to accomplish what they were looking to accomplish. Does that mean they'll have auditions again in the future? I don't know. That's a question for them. Because I don't know. Same as when I was being asked if and when they'll open auditions again, because that is a regular question I got a lot. Some of the feedback they received from us, the talents, couldn't really be implemented, or things that were implemented were as much as they could with what resources they had. But it ended up not being fully what we would have wanted as talents in an agency. They deemed it better to take a step back and rebuild from the foundation and rethink strategies, since at this current point in time, no matter what they tried, it probably would end up insufficient. So there is kind of an answer to why hiatus versus closing down. How do you feel about just me being me? I'm not giving chat feedback. What do you? I'm not giving you feedback. What do you mean? Oh my god. Not giving you feedback. Y'all don't need feedback from me. But yeah, that I hope kind of answers the question about hiatus or not. Is anyone graduating as their character? No, which is good. Nobody is graduating. Everyone's continuing on as independent VTubers as their current personas. OshiLink gave my Kohais, which is everybody in Celanis, their IPs, so they can continue on with their models and assets and everything like that. I'm super happy about that because I know that is a point of contention where agencies can close down or VTubers graduate. And they don't get to keep their IP or they have to pay a crazy amount of money for their IP. So I'm happy they all get to keep their characters and everything. As an adopted talent, my IP would have still been mine because I had it before I joined the agency. So that part of it doesn't necessarily apply to me with like the character because this was my character beforehand. So yeah. Thank God for that. Yes. And a lot of people have commented that was a big W by OshiLink by giving the IPs. I agree. That's good. We love to see it. We love to see it. Will you all ever collab together again? I can't stand Lauren, so never with Lauren. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We have the option to, sure. Thank you for hydrate. Thank you. Will we all ever collab together again? We have the option to, sure. We, the talents, aren't parting ways on bad terms, and I told all of them I want to stay in touch and do things together in the future. I was trying to organize a collab again with Celanis, but we couldn't find time prior to all this happening to make it work. We also weren't able to do any agency-wide collabs because of conflicts between talents that occurred earlier on. I'm not going to specifically speak to what those conflicts were, but because of conflicts with some talents, we could not do an agency-wide collab, which is why when you saw me do a Celanis collab, it was just me and Celanis. I can't talk about the rest of that. But just for clarity, that was why you never saw all of us do a collab. Yeah. I bought some Yorkshire Gold tea. Let's go. Ooh, drama. Now I want to know. I'm not about drama, so I'm not talking about that any further. I was clarifying why you never saw a whole agency-wide collab. So yes, we can collab together if we want in the future. Totally fine. Take a walk on the wild spice. Yeah, right. Yeah, never again. Shut up, Lauren. Lauren is one of the people I was already like, Lauren, dude, can we do another cover soon? The chaotic friendship of Spice and Lauren isn't going anywhere, so don't worry about that, y'all. More chaos. How did OshiLink come to this decision? So Ponsan tried to find opportunities to help support OshiLink financially, including finding investors or seeing if other agencies were interested in us. Yes. Conflicts as in not cool with each other before? Are you guys cool with each other now? I don't know. Because I was not involved with that. Personally, like I got along with everybody fine. I didn't have any issues. So, I don't know. I can't answer that question. Me personally, though, I got along with everybody, so I didn't have any issues with everybody. We're all still friendly, friends, all that jazz. Hey, hello. But yes, that's a big one. Is Ponsan did try to find investors to like. For finances, find investors or see if there were any other agencies that would like adopt us or something like that. He still wanted to make sure we could get support even if he couldn't provide it himself or through the agency. Nothing came of this and no one was interested or the amount of support would not have made sense for the amount of talents that we have. To be honest, that hurt a bit to hear. When you're told that Another agency wouldn't be interested. That kind of sucks. That kind of hurts your spirit a little bit, I'm being honest. Yeah, so he tried to find ways to make it financially work, or tried to find financial backers, things like that, to try to keep things going, but nothing came out of it in the end. But also, due to some areas of support not being the same as others, it would have been hard to sell us and our content. So going back to the everyone having the same experience in the agency type thing, you got to make sure to provide the same support across the board. If you don't, it doesn't work. And also, you need to be blasting out about things that are happening. Like, social media is good. So yeah, things like that. So because, like I said, because due to some areas of support not being the same as others, it would have been hard to sell us and our content. Meaning if they like went to an investor or went to another agency, you're a salesman. You gotta go sell yourself. You have to be able to sell what it is that you're dropping. If you can't sell what you're dropping, you're not going to get results, or you're not going to be able to get the outcome you're looking for. So yeah. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Would you have stayed if the agency continued? Yeah, so I was talking to them prior to the decision, and I was like, I was gonna stay. Yeah. I would have stayed. But here we are. We're not, that's not happening. But it's fine. Is anyone changing their name or lore? Which, yeah. It's just how companies are. Ouch, that hurt. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it did hurt a little bit to hear that. It's like, great. Yeah, bottom line for any company, even IRL company, is money. It's like, what's the return on investment going to be? Things like that. You need to be able to show what a return, like, here's like the return on investment and things like that. If you can't show that, then you're going to run into issues. Like, just as a business owner and things like that. So I'm not just talking about VTubing, just in general. Don't worry, the spice will flow. The spice must flow. Okay, next thing. Yeah, so is anyone changing their name or their lore? We can't keep the OshiLink storyline or the lore, as that would remain with OshiLink. So we'll be making changes to our lore appropriately. We also won't be able to reference the previous lore or locations in the lore. So stay tuned. So that lore video I showed you, not going to be relevant anymore. I wanted to show it again at least, but yeah, it will not be relevant anymore. So like the worlds of like Liberios, Torcos, all that, we're not referencing those anymore. That all belongs to OshiLink. So we have to change up our lore again. I already am working on lore. I already told Lauren will be included in my lore. Just like as the distant friend. So I have to figure it out, but like, I was like, can I include you in my lore, please? So yeah, like, we're all gonna have our own lore. I mean, develop the lore. So we have to update all our lore. So the lore video is wrong. Yeah, that's not gonna exist anymore. Yeah. It will probably also be taken down off the channel. Because, what do you mean, sure? Yeah, we're just changing up the lore. I already have an idea for the lore anyway. What about Delta? The only lore I'm aware of is the holes and glizzies. Oh my god. Is there a spice can finally be a bird? No! Not a bird! Well, I already forgot the lore. Just change the place names. That lore, I have to get rid of the lore video. I can't keep it because it has all the stuff mentioned. Spice is a demon bird. I'm not a bird! What about the music videos on the OshiLink channel? That is a great question. I can get an answer for you. Hold on. Hold on. I will probably get an answer for you. If I don't have an answer now, I will let you know. But I'm gonna see if I can get an answer. You're a bird. I'm not a bird! Will you get a new mate in the lore? Okay, in the lore, I'm leaving the mate. I don't stop! I was running away from that mate, so that was that lore. I'm working on the lore! Okay, anyway. Anyway. The next thing. Is the content... So yeah, sorry. Oh, never mind. Have you and Lauren settled on how to divide the assets and custody of Eris and Catherine? Lauren and I will have split custody of Eris and Catherine. I don't know. There's no egg. Will the egg finally hatch? There is no egg! Okay, so, yeah. Let me continue here. Okay. Rock beyond. Asmodeus will not exist anymore either. You can come stay in Ligament Nuts Village since you don't have a home anymore. We have lots. Just shut up, Thee! Oh my god. Okay. As for everybody else, I can't speak to their lore, so I'm not going to be able to tell you, like, what everybody else is doing. But I think everybody else also will be rewriting their lore, and they will let you know what their lore is going to be and all that. I think everyone's keeping their names, as far as I'm aware. Just story changes. Catadin for me and Eris for Spice, except on Mondays. Thanks, Lauren. Thank you. I appreciate you. Is the content going to change? For me? No. No, not really. I'm still me. I'm just an independent VTuber. I can't speak for my co-high or gen mates, but I imagine they'll have the same content. Maybe they'll try new stuff too. I don't know. I can't speak for them. I cannot speak for the other talents. I can only speak on things that I know. So there you go. That's what I got. I don't know. Do you take half of Lauren's stuff in the divorce procedure? For context, Mommy Rad and Daddy Rad has ended, but we parted ways as unlikely friends, so it's fine. We parted ways as unlikely friends. No, we're good. Justice for Catherine. Will the jokes still remain like Bird, Wild Spice, and Ball having tasty sap and being a prank? I don't think... Ball is still a tree. So, like... I mean, I guess that would still be accurate. I don't know. But yeah, yes, the jokes will still remain. It's just we can't reference OshiLink lore and things like that. So, like, the locations and all that jazz. We can't reference that anymore. Yeah. But yeah, my content is gonna probably stay the same. Y'all like the content as it is, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna change up anything, but yeah, that's what I got on that. Yeah. When do we get the Wild Space agency? I'm not starting an agency. Nope, I'm good. I'm not starting an agency. No. Oh, it was a Gartic phone joke? Yeah, no, I know about the Gartic. I remember. But Ball is a tree, though. He is a tree, so it makes sense. He has tree sap. What about merch? Great question about merch. The merch store is closed for OshiLink, so you cannot buy any more merch. If you had an order, it will hopefully be processed. No, I'm kidding. It will be processed. I didn't mean hopefully. It will be processed. I'm sorry. It will be processed. So don't worry about your orders. Those are fine. But you can't make new orders. Cannot make new orders. I'm in the process of setting merch stores back up, and we'll share with everyone when you can buy things. OshiLink closed their store and will not be taking new orders, but unfulfilled orders will still be processed. Ponsan has informed me he still has stock of some of my acrylic stands and hats the, you know, Man I Love Holes hats. But the shipping cost is the issue because of it being overseas. So I do have the opportunity to get the merch, but we're trying to figure out the most cost-effective way to make that happen because it would have to get shipped here from overseas. So, yeah. But we still have plenty of Man I Love Holes hats. Can I still get a mint Oreo Blizzard? You want anything, Lauren? He wants to order. Hey! I didn't mean hopefully. They will be processed. Good. I want another t-shirt, preferably white. All right, well, I will be reopening merch stores, so stay tuned. How was OshiLink as an agency? Would you still tell people to apply if they open auditions again in the future? Okay, I had no problem with anyone while being a part of OshiLink. My main feedback would be that communication is super important, and you need to stay on top of promoting talents and in the loop of what's going on with them to promote as well. I will say being part of an agency did help with being able to connect with and meet certain people, but I could have also maybe met these people outside of the agency. I hope no longer being in an agency doesn't cause people to not want to still talk to me or collaborate with us as well. I guess that's a worry I have is like, oh, well, we're going back to indie. Are the people we know that were like, you know, that we've know from agencies or people from stuff like that, are they still going to connect with us? Or are they going to be like, oh, you're not in an agency anymore? I hope that's not the case. Some Coca-Cola would be nice. Thank you. Lauren! Hopefully, I do hope you're all still friends to the point with public collabs for everyone. Yeah, right? And a Coke for Lauren. Oh my God. I'm not McDonald's! Thanks. I'll pull her out. Oh my God! But yeah, I just hope that being in an agency doesn't, or not being in an agency anymore doesn't cause any issues. I'll still collab with you. See, you were collabing with me! You were still collabing! Anyway. You were still collabing, bro. That was still a thing that was happening. So yeah. So that, I guess that, like I said, that's a worry I have, is just people will be like, oh, you're not in an agency anymore, and then they don't want to talk to you anymore. I hope that doesn't happen, because we've met some really cool people, so I hope we can all still be friends and stuff, and still do collabs and things. OshiLink was more of a passion project that was trying to operate as a company. I think if we, the talents, all knew that from the get-go, it would have been different. I would still tell people they should look into OshiLink in the future, though. So if OshiLink does come back, I'm not saying completely discredit OshiLink, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they come back. But, yeah. It was pretty much, it was a passion project to try to, like I said, help VTubers kind of start doing the things that tried to operate as a company. But, like, it didn't work out. So hopefully them taking a step back and reevaluating, they'll be able to come back and do things the way they want to do it. What advice would you give if you're someone looking to join an agency in the future, having had this experience? If you're going to join an agency, or if you're going to be in this for the long haul and it isn't just a hobby, look into more established agencies to start. I'm not saying don't try and audition for newer ones, but we have been seeing a lot of agencies cease operations. It's a risk you take, but the risk may be worth it in the end. And I think that's the best advice I can give on that, because with startups and things like that, yeah, you don't know if they're going to be around in a year or so, or a couple of years. And it's rough. You know, when you start a new business, they say most businesses fail within the first 5 years. That's a statistic. So, that's something to keep in mind too. But yeah, I would say, like, if you're looking to join any agency, and this isn't like specifically to OshiLink, this is just any agency if you're looking to join one. If you think you want to be somebody that's doing this, like, very seriously, or is, like, you want to be a full-time streamer or things like that, look into an established agency, or even look into just a management company. There's 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 management companies out there, different ones. Like talent management, things like that. So not necessarily a VTuber agency, but like just talent if you're a content creator and things like that. So that's something to consider for sure. If you had to join OshiLink again, would you? I had to hydrate. I had to hydrate, sorry. Would I join OshiLink again? Yes, I would. I don't have any regrets about being part of OshiLink. I was able to do some things I wouldn't have been able to do on my own as a VTuber, or as a content creator, and it helped me to grow a little more than I was on my own. And I hope all of us can keep going up from here. So I hope like all of my fellow talents, we keep going up and onwards from here and keep doing really cool stuff, even though we're going to be independent. Too many VTuber agencies collapse. Like, I just found OshiLink 3 days ago, and poof, gone. Yeah. I mean, we've been around for a year, so we lasted a year. But yeah. I think a part of that, too, is people who, decide to start an agency. They don't realize what's entailed with running an agency. Like they're like, I'm gonna do it, and then you start doing it, and you're like, oh, I didn't realize it involved all of this. So I think that's part of it too. Is a lot of people when they decide to get into that like field of it, or like, wait a minute, I didn't realize I had to do all this stuff, or I needed all this stuff for this to work. So yeah, and it's tricky because it's like if it's a VTuber agency or something like that, and people are starting it, it's like, what resources do you have about running a VTuber agency? Yeah, just stuff like that. So yeah, that happened. Sounds like it's not very profitable. Yeah, and I think people need to realize that as well. Like, because it depends why people are getting into what they're getting into, you know? Does that make sense? It's like, why are people getting into the things they're getting into, you know? So yeah. I guess just from a perspective, it's the same as like being a business owner. Why are you getting into doing the thing you're doing? Are you doing it so you can make the big bucks, or are you doing it to like help people and things like that? Like, that's something you have to think about for sure. Yeah. And this question was actually on Audica's stream earlier, and I got an answer to it. What will happen to the community server? So if you weren't aware, there was an OshiLink community server. There is. If you are in it already, you're fine. It's going to stay there for now, but no new members are added. So no new people can join the server. And then just stay tuned to the talents to see what the talents are going to do. If they're going to make their own servers and things like that. Like, I've had my own Discord server, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, I know what my VTuber dream is. Ooh. When you say focus on established agencies, you're talking the big agencies, because small ones seem to really struggle, even if they do right by the talents. Not necessarily. I would just say, like, when I mean established, I mean like they've been around for a bit. That's more so what I'm talking about. I don't necessarily mean like the size. I mean like you could have small agents. You can have some small agencies that are still have been around for a while, but they kind of get overshadowed by the big agencies. So I would feel like it should be like, just make sure like they've been around for a bit, I guess, is what I was trying to say. But again, I'm not 100% discrediting, like, new ones, like, if they come up and they're new. Like I said, you could take the risk and join a new one, see what happens. It may pay off, may stay around for a while. They may be done in a year. It's really hard to say. So that's just something to think about for sure. Definitely. I want Spice to manage me and cheerlead. Yell at me. You want me to cheerleader yell at you? Would you guys want, like, a alarm or a sound thing of me yelling at you? Like, positive things? Oh my gosh. I hope none of the members graduate. Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm aware, nobody's graduating. Everybody is continuing on as an indie VTuber. They're just gonna, you know, do their stuff. It's the motion of the ocean. Size doesn't matter. Yeah, size doesn't matter, for sure. It doesn't. Because, you, like I said, you can have smaller agencies be around and they've been around for a while and they're still going, you know? Doesn't Spice already yell at us? I do yell at you. I do. What? What? Yeah, that was all I had on my dock. Does anyone have questions? Does anyone have questions? As a little recap, okay? OshiLink is going on an indefinite hiatus on March 31st, 2025. Hi, Kinryu. 2025. Do I have to do it again? Do I have to start over? Angrily yelling encouragement affirmations. Yes. So yeah. OshiLink will be going on an indefinite hiatus on March 31st, 2025. All the model intellectual property for Celanis, which again is Lauren, Delta, Rena, Audica, Ball. They get to keep their IPs, which is awesome. At no cost. Yay. And then talents that were in Comets, which would have been myself, Hiroki, and Eris, we just going back to what we're doing. We're all going indie. Celanis is also going indie, so all of us are going indie. And we'll continue as our own personas. And the merch store is closed. So don't go to the OshiLink store and try to order merch. If you did already order merch before the store closed, your orders will be fulfilled. But don't order anything else. Because it's closed, so you can't order anything else. They sincerely appreciate all the effort from the talents and the support from the community. And while this chapter is coming to a close, they remain hopeful OshiLink can return in the future with a stronger foundation. Go all the way back to the beginning. You want me to go all the way back to the beginning? You want to read it again? Actually, are you people still technically in OshiLink until the 31st, or are you already free? Okay. Hold on. I can tell you. So technically, nobody really wanted to do like a graduation. Just people were like, I'm gonna be done after this date. So Lauren, when are you done? I thought you, because your date's different. You said next week. Did you mean this week? I'm only asking because Lauren is in chat. So, Lauren, what is your deal? Tomorrow. Thank you. You said next week. You said next week. Oh my God. Lauren. Okay, so Lauren will be doing his stream tomorrow. So you can all go to Lauren's stream tomorrow. I said next Tuesday. That's next week. Lauren! No, well, okay, so yes, if you would like to hear Lauren's take and his what he's gonna be up to, you can go follow Lauren the Radios on YouTube. He'll be doing his stream tomorrow. What time is yours, Lauren? Which is this one? What about Ball? I don't have an update on Ball. Lauren can come visit Ligma Nuts Village too if you bring Harris. What about Ball and Delta? They will talk about it when they talk about it. I technically will be leaving the 29th of March. False is talking about you right now. Never mind, he just... How dare he talk about me? No, I'm kidding. No. Yeah, today. Lauren, not today. Well, wait. Oh, wait, Lauren, it is tomorrow for you already, isn't it? Super cool of them to give the IP. Yes, 100% that they gave the IPs. For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lauren can come. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Lauren will be streaming on YouTube on tomorrow, Tuesday. It's Tuesday for Lauren already, but tomorrow he'll be streaming for us people in the United States time zones where it is not tomorrow yet. But yeah. So you can go hear Lauren yap about his side of things and what he's going to be doing. Hiroki and Eris, I believe they're done. So they are done. And then I don't know about everybody else. But for the Comets, yes. I'm the last one. However, when we were originally talking about doing like graduation dates, everybody was like, do we have to do a graduation? Like, and I was like trying to explain what a graduation, but I'm like, we could do it as like a last hurrah kind of thing. So what I am doing, March 29th, I'm gonna probably have a last OshiLink hurrah stream. Sorry. Okay, let me clarify. Sorry. Haruki and Eris are not done streaming, okay? Clarification. No one is graduating. Everyone is still streaming. Everyone is still an indie VTuber. Haruki and Eris are indie now, is what I was saying. Sorry. Sorry. I keep forgetting we have to clarify. Eris and Haruki still streaming. They're just independent now. And then everybody else is going independent when they're like, they've decided they're going independent. I will be the 29th of March. The reason I was waiting a little bit is because I wanted to, a last official company stream. Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be a last hurrah where I show the lore video again and we reminisce about OshiLink and then I am indie again. But the reason I was waiting till later was because I wanted to be, since I was the first one to debut, I kind of wanted to be the last to leave. Kind of like I was trying to explain it to Lauren, and Lauren kind of got what I was saying. I was trying to do it like, have it come full circle. Does that make sense? Like, I was the first to debut and get the story rolling for OshiLink, and then we're coming to an end, so I'm going to be the last one to leave to end the story. Does that make sense to everybody? So I was like, I can leave last. But yeah, Delta will still be chat. Delta always is chat. Full circle like a whole. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Totally. Yeah. You want to be the one to turn off the metaphorical apartment light. Yes! I want to be the one to turn off the lights. First in, last out. Yep. Yeah. Be the one that forlornly looks and turns off the lights. Yeah, it's confusing when you use the word graduation. Yeah. I think that's also why some of us were like, wait, we're not graduating. We're going to stop being, we're going to be indies. We're going to keep going. So yeah, everybody gonna be an indie. Everyone will live on. We're not disappearing into the abyss. At least you're already used to being a small streamer, so the jump to indie shouldn't change much. I'm not small! But yes, I mean, I was an indie before I joined OshiLink. See, it's not really that much of a difference. It's just I won't have a manager anymore. The last of sus? Oh, God. Circle like an egg. Not an egg! What came last, the chicken or the egg? I hate all of you so much. So no! Nobody is graduating. Everyone will still be streaming. They will just be indies instead. Yes. Indies instead. And then, like I said, Rena's doing her stream shortly, so she'll have her piece soon. She'll be on YouTube. So if you want to check out Rena, you can. I can't believe my OshiLink is graduating. I'm not graduating! You super small, Miss Spice. I mean, you fit right into my monitor. Oh my gosh. And she'll still be an indie chicken. Oh my god. I'm not a chicken! Hyrule will be devastated by Ganon. Oh my god. Now you are the last to leave. I am the last to leave. I was like, listen, y'all. I'll be the last to leave. What came first, the hole or the hole queen? Ha ha ha, you're so funny. Y'all in the holes. So yeah, that's what's happening. OshiLink indefinite hiatus. All of us going indie. Continuing on with our streamer lives as we do. For me, merch stores will return. I just gotta figure out how I'm doing them. Someone mentioned Uwu Market. I would love a drop with Uwu Market. Maybe eventually. I would love if that happens. It's kind of like I have to get to that point. We're not quite there. Not quite there. I'm gonna try though, hopefully. And then we also had the Daki. Do you all want the Daki Makara to come back? Do you all want the return of the Daki Makara? I may not return the Daki Makara. The reason being, I don't think anyone really was interested in the Daki Makara. I did it for fun because people were like, we need a Daki Makara! And I did it, and then I'm like, oh, welp, nobody has bought this. I'm like, never mind! False! Hi, False! Hi, everybody! Hello! Welcome in! Hi! Hello! I heard you were talking about me! How dare you! Just kidding, it's fine. Thank you for the sub! Oh my god. Hi, Ned! Oh my god! Hi, everybody! Sorry, the Uber leaver. No, you're totally fine. It's okay. I figured you were probably vibing and enjoying yourself. You're good. How are you? How is the rest of stream? He was distracted by Robocos. Understandable. Valid taste. That's fine. Thank you, everybody, for the follows. I have alerts off because I was talking about this. Welcome in, everybody. If you have no idea who I am, hello, I'm Wild Spice. I'm a demon. I'm your demon idol, soon to formerly be of OshiLink. Oh my gosh. Ah, yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's been great. Thank you for putting on slow mode. I was gonna do that and I forgot. My bad. Thank you. He's here for the tea. Oh my gosh. She'll still be a Goomba chicken. I'm not a Goomba. I swear. Daki, wouldn't that just be a regular sized pillow for you? I hate all of you so much. Spill the tea. Oh my god. Not a pocket pillow. Okay. Oh my god. Hi. Hello. How y'all doing? Did you have fun? I hope you had fun. You better have had fun. Y'all better hydrate too. Hydrate! Okay. So, not a Goomba, but didn't deny the chicken part. Well, I'm not a chicken either. Okay. Spice is a free bird? Technically not yet, but yeah, soon. Yes, sounds about right. High energy. I do have high energy! I'm drinking Sprite! Yeah! I was like, let me drink some soda. Goombas to have... I'm not a Goomba! I swear to God. Okay. Praise unto be your holiness, O great moderating savior of the Discord. Hello. Spice just admitted to being a bird. I'm not a bird! Sprite is caffeine free. It is! I said sugar! Caffeine. I don't need caffeine right now. I need to go to bed. I work at 9 to 5, yo. I need to sleep. Okay. Sprite from McDonald's after your shift. I don't work at McDonald's, and it was a can of Sprite. Thank you. So, if you are new here and you have no idea what's going on, that's okay. So, yeah, I was having a stream today to talk about the announcement that OshiLink made yesterday, actually. They made an announcement yesterday. It is up on the screen here. If you can see. Ooh, it's on the screen. High fructose sugar, just saying. Working 9 to 5. Yes. So, OshiLink is going on an indefinite hiatus. Womp womp. I can read this again if you haven't seen this. I know a lot of people have seen it, but I'm going to read it again. We would like to thank our community for their incredible support since our inception. OshiLink will be going on an indefinite hiatus officially on March 31st, 2025. We started OshiLink with the intention of allowing our talents to retain as much of their own success as possible, while providing an easier entry into the VTuber space. However, we have found that the agency is unable to further sustainably support the full needs of our talents in the long term. With that in mind, OshiLink will be put on indefinite hiatus as we explore a more sustainable way to achieve our original goals. All model intellectual property of VTuber group Celanis will be released to the talents at no cost. Applause. Applause. Talents in VTuber group Comets will be returning to independent status with the persona that they brought into OshiLink. The merchandise store will be closed. However, all unfulfilled orders will continue to be processed and shipped. We sincerely appreciate all the effort from our talents and the support from the community. We understand the frustration that the announcement may bring, and we sincerely apologize to everyone for the inconvenience caused. While this chapter is coming to a close, we remain hopeful that OshiLink can return in the future with a stronger foundation. Hi, Hiroki! With the eyeballs. Can I get an Angel Reese special with a large high C? What? How many more subs for the egg laying? I don't remember offhand. I'm not... Okay, listen. For clarity around that, it's till I have art where I'm laying eggs. It was... Hello. Hold on, I'll tell you. Give me one quick second. I have to math. If anyone has any questions, you can ask. But like I was saying earlier, I can't give, like, private... If it's... like agency private type things, I can't answer it, but other questions I can answer. Like, that's fine. Hold on. 28! The answer to the question is 28. Okay. Can I get an M&M McFlurry with a large... I'm not McDonald's. Oh my god. I just woke up. Well, good morning! It is nighttime. Here. While at Donald's, did you have to learn burger slang? No! You want to order anything, Hiroki? She wants to order. No! Stop! Oh my god. Okay. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Right? This is a Wendy's! Okay, so, yes. If anyone has any questions, please ask. I don't mind. I can answer questions, but I want more to order sometime. Yes. So let me clarify real quick. Yes. So Celanis, if you don't know who Celanis is, those would be Lauren Radios, Rena Astera, Audica Sevens, Ball Arland, and Lark Delta. They get to keep their IPs. So they get to keep their characters and everything, which is really awesome. And then they're going to also go on as independent VTubers. So they get to keep their stuff, which is really awesome. And then Comets would have been Hiroki, who's in chat, Eris, and myself. Because we were who we were before we came into the agency, we're just leaving as who we were. So it's not the same thing. We didn't change characters or anything, so it's a little bit different for us. Insert Big Smoke's order copy pasta here. Insane gibberish aside, so it's going dormant, not completely shutting down. Yeah, it's going on a hiatus. Going on hiatus. Is there a secret menu in this place? Oh my gosh. Is the McRib back yet? No, it's not back yet. I'm sorry. Are Raiders an instrument? Yes. Raiders are an instrument. Exactly. Fuck it. We ball. Oh my god. Delta is chat. Yeah. So, okay. Will there ever be justice for Lauren? I don't know. Maybe someday. Hi, Hi, Wild Spice. Hope everything is okay. Hi! Hello! Oh, chat, by the way, that reminds me. With this happening, yes, we do have to do it. We are actually raising money for Starlight Children's Foundation this month. We're going to be kicking that off this week. But with this happening, I was like, I had to take care of this. But we're going to be doing Starlight. Let's go. So yeah, we're going to raise more money for the kids. So more on that. Stay tuned. So does that mean Lauren can finally get out of Spice's basement? He was never in my basement. Oh my God. Okay. So you're not going away. No, we are not going away. Okay, so yeah, none of the talents from OshiLink. We are not going away. We're not graduating. We are just gonna be continuing on as indie VTubers. So we're just gonna be independent VTubers. We're not gonna be with an agency anymore. That's pretty much what's happening. We're not gonna be with an agency anymore. She can't leave. We're in her head now. Yes, I'm in everybody's head and in their walls. Yeah, let me clarify. Tell Hiroki I hope she's still friends with OshiLink members. Hiroki and I were already talking about collabing again in the future, so I would hope so. What about Eris and Katerin? Then your kids. Oh my God. Okay, good. I like you. You're funny. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're not going away. We're just gonna be independent VTubers. Huh? Hiroki, somebody asked that on YouTube. They asked if you're gonna still be friends with people. That was it was a YouTube comment, yes. Woo woo, glad to have you and your community back to benefit kiddos. Yes, we're gonna raise money for the kids. I love you guys. Aw, thanks, Neo. Is that why there's holes in my foundation? Because I'm in the walls. Yes. Hi, friend. I'm finishing my last assignment. Hi, Red Scout. How you doing? Okay, so somebody asked if it's hiatus or closing down. Oh, the announcement is the agency. Got it. Was being repped by an agency tiresome? That's a good question. No, not necessarily. It was helpful to be able to have like some help with things you wanted to do. Like I was saying, the agency was able to help me with some song covers as well as the lore video that I was showing earlier. And like some emotes and things like that. The real thing that happened with the agency was just they weren't able to support us in the way they wanted to. Came down to finances as well as just like not being able to support us in the way that we needed to be supported. So they're taking a step back and they're going to rebuild from the foundation and try again later. That's kind of what's going on with it right now. I technically am not leaving the agency till the 29th because I'm going to have a last hurrah stream for OshiLink. Like, we're going to watch the lore video again. We're going to, reminisce about it, watch some clips and stuff. And then, yeah, we're going to do that. So I was saying I was the first to debut with OshiLink. Literally a year ago today, I debuted with OshiLink. And I was like, I thought it would be full circle if I was the last to leave. So I was like, I'll just leave last. So I was the first to join and be the last to leave. So that's kind of what we're doing. Yeah. No, I'm going to cut my ties with it. Yoroki's like, I'm cutting ties with everyone. No. Smashes a table. Just kidding. The vicious dollar sign, you're right. I think we should just pin the form so everybody could read it. It's on the screen, so I don't have to, like, read it again. It's also on the OshiLink Twitter. May you be back again someday. Well, we're still here. Hello, Ruka. Thank you. May you all be back. We'll all be back. We're not going anywhere. We're not dying, everybody. I promise. We're not dying. We're still here. We're not going anywhere. We're going back to being independent VTubers. So pretty much going back to what we were doing before we joined the agency. Nothing crazy. Rena's actually, she should be going live soon to talk about it. Glad you're still here. Oh, thank you. Yes, we're still going to be here. Just doing our own stuff instead of being with an agency. So that's honestly the real difference. I will drop the link to the tweet in chat if people just want to go look at the tweet. There you go. Oh, dang it! I have to go in my browser. Hold on. Yes, exactly. We're just departing from the agency. Yes. We're just departing from the agency. We are not disappearing into the void. We're not quitting VTubing. We're still doing what we were doing. We're just not going to be in a group anymore, if that makes sense. Spice needs more child support. What? No. Spice isn't dying. She just dug a hole 6 feet under. Shush. Shush. You can still be friends. Yes, we can still be friends. We can still collaborate with each other. Like, that's not an issue. We can still do that. Not a problem. Not a problem. That is still a thing we can do. So, yeah. So, yes, don't panic. I didn't get to say it yesterday, but thank you, Spice, for your hard work in the agency. Aw, thank you, Hiroki! And Hiroki, I am proud of you for what you've done as well, especially getting monetized on YouTube. That's really awesome. I am still working towards being monetized on YouTube, so I'm not monetized on YouTube. Goals! So yes. So keep doing what you're doing, Hiroki, for sure. I was able to do a cover with Hiroki while in the agency, so that was pretty awesome. I'm still rooting for you guys to go to Off-Kai, and you guys can see that she looks like her model. I do not! I have a goal on Throne towards Off-Kai, but we're not going to talk about that today. One-to-one likeness. I am not! But yes, I'm so proud. Hiroki, you missed it earlier. I was saying how proud I was of everybody in the agency. Like, everybody did such an amazing job. Everybody's really awesome. I hope you all keep doing the really awesome things that you do, because y'all are awesome. I believe in you. You can get monetized. Thank you! Touch the throne. Do not touch the throne! Spice is 100% her model and a super cutie. Shut up! In size and height. Shut up! I'm 5'7"! No! Do not put my throne in chat. Stop that. All right, anyway. Anyway. Yeah, does anyone, if anyone has any questions, like I said, you can ask. Louder for the Goomba in the back. Oh my god, y'all are wild. Yeah, that's honestly, that's all I got for this. I read a document already. I read a script. Well, kind of a script. It was my talking points. Everything, my opinion, and just from my point of view. Like I said, I can't speak for the other talents and their experiences. Like I said, though, I feel bad that it was different experiences for people. That makes me sad, and I'm sorry. I find it slightly funny how our announcements are long. Yeah, right. It's like, I need to talk about it for a bit. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But we'll all be okay. Yeah. Spice needs a flying Goomba hat. I don't need a flying Goomba hat. I don't. Anywho, gonna collaborate with them in the future? Yes! I do still want to collab with them in the future. I already told them I want to collab in the future. I'm like, yo, we're collabing. So we gotta figure that out. I love collabing with people, so yes, I need to collab with people. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that. Yo. I also have to figure out merch, because merch will come back, but I have to figure out where we're gonna have merch and what we're gonna have for merch. Like I said, I had a Dakimakura, but, nobody really wanted the Dakimakura, but then everybody was like, get the Dakimakura! So I don't even know if we should have that and come back. Thank you for the follow! Egg merch! Oh my god. I don't know about egg merch. We'll have to see. I would totally love to be able to collab with the Wild Spice. Oh my god, Akin Ryu! It's like we've never collabed together before! Oh, my brain started working. The horse lady who was singing Christmas carols with you, was she OshiLinkEN? No, she was not an OshiLinker. That's Dandy. Dandy is an independent VTuber. Dandy is a sweetheart. I love Dandy. But no, that was not Dandy. Yeah. But yes, hoping to collab in the future. It's normal for people to have different experiences. We're different people after all. Yes. Make a plush egg. Oh my god. I mean, I could try to make a plush for through Makeship, right? Right? Thank you for the follow! Thank you for the follows, by the way. I have all the alerts off, but I can hear when you're following and stuff. Spice don't want to remember our collab. Yeah, we were talking about Magfest, and, you know, we're still trying to make Jesse be a VTuber. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Laser engraved merch. I personally am a fan of hoodies and keychains and stickers. I love me some keychains and hoodies. Well, t-shirts are cool. Hoodies. I like acrylic standees for the egg merch. Maybe a soft squish toy like the Genshin Desert Slime. How about a stress egg, chat? Would you like a stress egg you can squeeze? Laser engraved hoodies. Oh my god. Your energy is infectious. Oh, thank you. Or the keychains where you can open it so an egg outside and inside is random. Oh, that's a cool idea. That's a cool idea. Jesse needs to 3D debut it. I would love a 3D model, okay? That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. That is possible. Okay, I'm gonna take the announcement off the screen. We're just gonna, if anybody has questions, like, please ask. You're good. You can ask questions. Like I said, if I can't answer the question, I'll tell you I can't answer the question. I will tell you I can't answer the question. But a lot of the questions are pretty, like, they're not bad questions, if that makes sense, you know? Yeah, we should get 3D models at a concert. I was saying that, actually. I did mention that. I had mentioned I wanted to do a concert. That was one of the things I would have liked for us to do, but it just didn't work out. It didn't work out. But I would have loved for us to do a concert. I really would have loved that. That would have been so fun! I was like, we need a concert. Hiroki and I have to duet Hope is the Thing with Feathers. In a concert! I'm praying I can get one. Yeah, I would love to get a 3D model. That'd be awesome. I bet you talk with your hands a lot. She does! She used them on me! I do actually talk with my hands a lot. I don't have a hand tracker, though, or anything. My model, I don't have, like, the hands, so. I kind of want, I would like a 3D model, because I would love, okay, honestly, this is going to sound funny. Okay, so, I've always wanted to have a 3D model, because, like, when I saw Fillion for the first time, and I was like, she's moving around and everything, I want to be able to just get up and move around while I'm streaming. Like, I want to get up and move around and talk and all that jazz, and, like, wave my fingers and stuff. That would be so fun. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. I would love a 3D model, though. I want to be able to get her up and move around. Let's plan one when we have a 3D model. Yes! Hiroki, Spice, and other people. 3D concert in the future. Stay tuned. Maybe Soda Sneb can show you a trick or two. Yo! Let's go. So Spice wants to get tracked to the bathroom. I don't want to get tracked to the bathroom. No, I don't. Get up and lay some eggs. No! Just avoid getting the blunt force trauma-induced brain. Oh, yeah, and make sure I don't break multiple headsets. Definitely. No, we're not doing that. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I don't know. Why are you asking me? You even had a music collab as a YouTube video. It's not far off. Yep. Yep. Italian hand wheel emoji. What? She's secretly Fillion in disguise. I am not Fillion in disguise, please. I am not Fillion in disguise. It's like, wait, I'm Fillion in disguise? No, I'm not. By the way, if you didn't catch earlier, I debuted literally a year ago today with OshiLink. Isn't that wild? I know, it's wild. I debuted a year ago. A year ago! It's crazy! And here we are. Here we are. It's coming to an end. But, yeah. Yeah, so I'll be leaving. I'll be, like, the last to leave, quotation marks, probably, like, March 29th. Because that'll be the last we'll do a last hurrah stream as part of OshiLink where I can show the lore video and all that stuff because I have to rewrite my lore. My lore has to be rewritten because it does not exist anymore, or we can't use it outside of the agency. So I have to rewrite the lore. So that is happening. That's gonna happen, and you're all gonna like it and deal with it. You're gonna all like it and deal with it. Nah, I tease. Yeah. Yeah. I'm Wild Spice in disguise. It's a size extra small. Crazy? I was crazy once. I would say she is Fillion, but I've seen both of them in the same place. Okay. So if you joined late, if you came with the raid or anything like that, let me do a quick little recap here. What's happening? Spice, just change the name of the place. What? Piri Nagiri returns. No! I'm not going back to my old name. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. Spice, why is your background a patio instead of a hole? What? Shut up! Oh my god! New Spice lore she hatched. Shut up. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, so let me answer. I'm gonna make a joke. Go ahead, make me a joke, Lore. Go for it. Oh my god, you're the long-lost Spice Girl. I am! Once upon a time, this gremlin hatched from an egg. No, I didn't hatch from an egg. Alright, okay. She was an egg girl found in a hole. No. Okay. Let me give return to the uwu version of yourself. I'm not! Okay. So, quick summary. Did we know this was happening? Yes. They told us when it was happening. So they told us when they were gonna... Hello. Welcome. How you doing? Everybody who followed, thank you. Did we know this was happening? Were we blindsided? They told us it was happening. However, they gave it some time before making the announcement, so we had time to process it and figure out how we were going to address with our communities and things like that. So, yes. They told us when the announcement was going to happen, and it was made. So, agency isn't able to support us in the way they were aiming to. The main issue is finances, which is something that isn't new for businesses. There were alternate options discussed, but in the end, everybody decided best option was just to have the agency go on hiatus, regroup, and let us all go return to being indie and carry on. Were there problems that led to this? Pretty much communication and feedback. So trying to get feedback implemented and then communication. So those were things that need to be worked on. Yeah. Mainly communication was an issue at times. And then we were giving feedback about things, but the feedback couldn't be implemented, or if it was implemented, they could only implement it so far, if that makes sense. You could sell individual feathers from a pillow and say they're spice feathers. Oh my god. Sounds like a drop loop from a game. It does. Another question. Communication seems to be a big corporate issue these days. Yes. Did you throw your eggs children like Yoshi as a weapon? No! I don't lay eggs! And I don't have children! Okay. So, this is a big question. People ask, because some people are still confused. Is OshiLink closing down or going on hiatus? They're going on a hiatus. Indefinite hiatus. They need to reevaluate and see if there are other ways to accomplish what they're looking to accomplish. Does that mean they'll have auditions again in the future? I don't know. You need to ask them. I don't know. I can't answer that for you. Some other feedback they received from us, being the talents, couldn't really be implemented, or things that were implemented were as much as they could with what resources they had, but they ended up not being fully what we would have wanted as talents in the agency. They deemed it better to take a step back and rebuild from the foundation and rethink strategy, since at this current point in time, no matter what they tried, it probably would end up insufficient. Communication is an issue even outside corporate. Yeah, I mean, in general, I feel like people have a hard time communicating anyway. Communication just among people is not great. Yeah. Everyone, you need to communicate. It's important. I'm just glad I had Spice and Eris with me the whole time. Aww, Hiroki, stop it! I don't need a field trip! Nobody's graduating as their character. Everyone is staying who they are. Just the lores may change because we can't take the lore part of the stories with us. Those stay with OshiLink, so we have to, like, change up our lore. Hydrate and communicate. Exactly. PR can be hard. It can. Will we all ever collab together again? Hopefully. We are able to collab with each other still. We're not parting ways on bad terms with each other. We all are okay, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's the thing. So you'll still be our whole she? Yes. Yes, I'll still be a whole she, I guess. Thankfully, my lore was close to the agency lore. Just had to change the name and elements. Well, that's good. I have to change my lore. Let's kill her with love, Hiroki, and use your new Japanese language to break her heart. You're right. Hydration check. Yep, I hydrated. Thank you. How did OshiLink come to the decision? So they tried to find opportunities to help support OshiLink financially, including finding investors or seeing if other agencies were interested in us. They still wanted to make sure we could get support, even if they couldn't provide it themselves. Nothing came of this, though, and no one was interested, or the amount of support we would have gotten wouldn't have made sense for the amount of talents we have. So there was that. And then also due to areas of support not being the same as others, it would have been hard to sell us in our content to, like,